Dogs are actually
Dylan,
very
continue.
good at solving these.
Oh,
They're just
bullshit. Bull, let me pause this. Bullshit. You telling me I've sat there for 2 years trying to figure out how to bloody solve a Rubik's Cube even longer? No! G'day guys, it's DJ Frizzo and welcome to the second episode of I Am Dead. That's the name of the game. I completely forgot for a second there. Now, this has been a while since the last episode, only because I'm pretty sure I did have tonsillitis. So I did have a bit of a break, and then I kept stalling. I had the upload ready and edited, all done. But it's now there's no complaining because now I'm making an episode. So Dylan, shut up and get into the video. Now, what I did realise last time was that I was very tired, and I didn't pay attention to what I was meant to do. I was looking around, I was looking in different objects, trying to find what I need to find. Let's hopefully find this here. All I need to do is tap on the people with the bubbles. The speech bubbles, whatever you want to call them. And that basically progresses you through the story. All I was doing was just walking around doing nothing. So that last episode, I mean, it gave you a bit of a clue how the game works, but I was frustrated at myself when I was editing it because this is all I had to do. Ready? That's it. I had to just click on people with the bubbles and I progressed. But I decided not to. Let's ignore that and continue.
When Pete arrived at the lighthouse, he needed help running it, but refused all offers. Eventually, fearing the possibility of a shipwreck, Trinity House sent me to Shelmerston to help keep things running smoothly.
Oh, that's M's voice. There we go.
I
Not
bought
bad.
Pete a
Next one.
plant as a welcome present. He introduced himself very quietly, but didn't seem to want to say anything else. He seemed distracted, like gravity was pressing down on him harder than other people.
Okay.
Whenever I would enter a room, Pete would mutter some excuse to leave. I didn't have a single conversation with anyone in months.
Poor M, man. He, I don't know what to call M. It could be, it's a robot, so it could be anything at once, really.
Eventually, Pete noticed the plant.
Noticed. We went to Specsavers.
Then, Pete noticed me. That was the start of what became this plant room. We spent hours in here over the years, sowing seeds and tending our plants together.
There you go. Is this going to be a love story with a robot and Pete? Which you know what?
Wow. Robots got complicated,
I don't judge.
didn't they? Yeah, I didn't realize how important M was to Pete. I suppose everyone needs a friend. Huh, Sparky?
And I do apologise if I do forget things that have already been said and all that, because it has been a week. I was sick for a couple of days, and I get tonsillitis very bad. So, yeah, any excuses out the window? They're already out there. Now you know. Yes. So there you go. So we've got to find this plant, which last time I decided to, not listen to the instructions and look for things I was actually meant to be looking for. So let's go ahead and try and find these. You watch me not be able to. I'm still getting used to the controls as well because it's been a while since I've. So it's got like a little bow tie around the oh, hello. Do I speak to you yet, or do I find things first? I think I'll speak to you, why not? Neil Lambert. I didn't get to read what it said after that.
I met Pete for the first time on a yoga retreat in Goa. He was the best yoga teacher, but very reserved. I noticed he had some army tattoos. I wanted to ask about them, but he would never talk about himself. When I got home, I looked him
Army
up.
tattoos, fair enough.
I couldn't believe it. He'd been with Special Forces in Helmand and was awarded a medal for bravery.
Wow.
Pete's unit had been in an ambush. He tried to save a colleague whose leg had been blown off, but by the time they'd reached base, it was too late. Pete was the only survivor.
Only only survivor. Jeez, good on you,
I
Pete.
booked
He's
a
been
retreat
through
again the next
everything.
year. I thought he was such an interesting bloke. Still waters, you know. And one evening, after class, I followed him down to the beach.
That's a bit creepy.
I saw him throw something into the water and went to have a look. Picked it out of the shallows before it was washed away. It was his medal. I picked it up.
So maybe he regrets not regrets what he did, but he's sort of like, he thinks of memories of it and just doesn't want to think about it anymore, maybe because he was the only survivor.
I went back to Goa the following year, but Pete wasn't teaching and it just wasn't the same. Not as good. Then, a couple of years
He was the
later,
goat, mate.
I saw an online ad for his new retreat in a lighthouse. And I booked immediately.
The
I
goat
took the
from
medal with
Goa.
me. Perhaps he would want it back. It was the same Pete Noach, and if anything, he was an even better teacher. One coffee break, when I got him on his own, I brought up Helmand in conversation. I wish I hadn't. It was like a shutter coming down. I didn't mention the medal. I kept coming back for the yoga, and you know, over the years I saw Pete mellow. I think the lighthouse was doing him good. He even cracked a joke with the group once in a while.
Nah, he
So,
got on. What's the
that
joke?
summer, the one before he died, I decided to act.
Oh yeah, he died.
It was the day I was leaving and I showed him his medal. There was a moment of total surprise. I was worried then. But he took it. He turned it over in his hand. The poor guy was lost for words. He gave me a nod of thanks and slipped it into his pocket. I'm glad he got it back.
There you go. Jeez, so he finally ended up getting his medal back from Neil Lambert. What a good guy.
I had no idea.
No idea. Keeps to himself. Keeps to himself. There you go. No idea who you, Toby. You've been everywhere, mate. I see you absolutely everywhere. So I've got to find a pot plant, a medal, and maybe they're in here. Maybe this is the time where I start to use all these tools and stuff like that. Not like last episode where I was frustrating the hell out of myself. What the hell is that thing? A space arm. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, the bird's got something to say. Stella the cormorant nests on the lighthouse. You look a bit dopey, I'm not gonna lie. You look like a penguin, actually.
I was getting ready to lay my egg.
I wish I was excited, that excited to lay an egg, or do something in general nowadays.
But my nest needed that little something extra.
I'm loving the accent from this bird. It's beautiful.
I found the perfect thing.
I love this. I want to be friends with this bird.
The human and that metal beast seemed quite agitated at their loss.
Oh, that's it. That's your story.
I always hated those blooming things.
No, nothing of any significance in here. Found it. See, when you play the game right and you listen to the game, you progress. I literally sat in the same spot for so long last time. I was so upset with myself.
Dogs are actually
Dylan,
very
continue.
good at solving these.
Oh,
They're just
bullshit.
hard.
Let me pause this. Bullshit. You telling me I've sat there for 2 years trying to figure out how to bloody solve a Rubik's Cube even longer? No!
To turn.
Yeah, they're just hard for us to turn. See, I spoke too soon. See? You chatting shit, mate. You can't solve them. He's in there, oh, I can solve it, but I can't use my hands because I have paws and I don't have fingers. And Sparky, you're a bit of a bitch. Right, so that's the Rubik's Cube. So I'm guessing they're actually in the room. They wouldn't be in anything like that, I'm sure. Well, it seems like they're in the room because they're like sort of corresponding to what they're sort of saying. Walkie-talkie. Nothing in there, just wires and stuff. How do you go back into the room? I don't know how to go back into the room. How do you go back into the room? Oh, like that. There we go. What's up, Simone? What have you got to say to me? She's another attendee. What have you got to say?
Pete was hard to read, you know? Strong, silent type. But you could tell he loved his collection of Buddhas. He said they were like fat little soldiers that kept him safe. To be honest, I thought that was a bit odd. But he was a great teacher.
Yeah, it is a bit odd, to be fair.
Pete was very protective about his collection. Hated people messing with them, even telling off Em when she was dusting them.
Oh, so it's M is a she. There you go. See, M is a she.
One day, one of the Buddhas went missing. Pete was distraught. Not much affected him, so it was a shock for everyone to see how upset he was.
There you go. So he's a very mysterious man, this Pete. But he's been dead for a while, I'm pretty sure.
The whole afternoon searching, but we never found it.
Maybe it's my time to find it.
Em bought Pete a little toy robot. You could tell Pete was
that's
delighted.
cute. What do you use? Amazon? What's the best? What is the robot's suggestion for the best website to buy things off of? Because I'm sure you didn't go to the shops. You're in a bloody lighthouse.
What a lovely gesture. She was a good friend, that Em.
Yeah, seems like a very good friend, Em. Very nice robot. She is. Alright, now spending the next 5 years trying to find these items. Anything in there? Nope. Sure, it wouldn't be that easy to find. They said they looked everywhere and they couldn't find it. So, I don't think I'm going to find it that easily. Maybe it's in the vacuum. Did you suck it up, Matt? How has that thing gone through the vacuum? I want to know how this thing got through the vacuum.
Oh, what a nice little fella. I'm glad we found him.
Yes, but I want to know how the bloody hell you or someone sucked that up in there. That was genuinely just me guessing as well. I did not expect it to actually be in there.
I'm starting to pick up the scent of something else here. I think
Ooh.
it's Grenkins.
Grenkins?
Yeah, they're tiny spirits, distant relations of the island spirit. Apparently, they bring good luck. When we get close to
Sparky's been
I'll
smoking a
pop
bit.
up and let you know.
Okay, Sparky.
I mean, she's been by herself for a while, and yeah, that whatever she's got going down here, she's a growth or whatever, it doesn't look great. She needs to get checked.
Okay, we're in the right place. But now we need to slice and rotate this object to just the right spot to get the Grenkin out.
Okay. So I was right here. Oh, got it. What do these Grenkins look at? Jesus Christ, Sparky! Oh, you scared the life out of me. It's too late for this.
Grenkin, good to see you. Morris,
Stuff you, Sparky.
these spirits have been on Shelmerston for thousands of years, and they bring good luck. We should definitely keep finding them.
Okay, if you don't bark like that... Oh my, there's a lot. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun to do. So now... Oh. Is that a carton she's looking for? Or would it be in the fridge? Nah, it wouldn't be in the fridge. What is that? Okay, so there's different things. Even this is a different room to look at. Is it this? No, it's not this. What about the... No, it'd be in the grandfather clock, I'm sure. It'd be these. I don't know which way you want me to turn this thing. Is it the right thing? I'm sure it is. Yeah, because it bounces every time. I'm just trying to find out the perfect trajectory to do this. Because it was like vibrating my controller before, but now it's not. It's just bouncing. I feel like I've gone every single way possible. Alright, we'll move on from you because you are confusing the hell out of me. So I'm going to try and find whatever you're trying to tell me down here. Is it the can? No, it's not the can. It looks like a milk carton. It looks like a really poorly drawn milk carton. I do apologise to the artist who did draw that. I can't draw, so please don't take offence to that. There it is. See, now it's vibrating. Oh, there. Upside down, nope. It only vibrates when I'm here. And then I move and then it stops. So what am I meant to do? Oh. Maybe just be patient, Dylan. What have you found? Another one of them. Stop panting, mate. I'm the one running around. You're just floating around. You need to be panting. Alright, let's try again in here. Maybe it's inside the rope. No. Oh, that might have been... That's the robot that M gave Pete. There you go. It's got some history behind it. This one, I have no idea what to do. I'm just going to move on and try and find... Jeez, stop barking. What am I looking for? Some dots. Alright, thanks for the help. Can you give me like a clue or... No. Anything in the bag at all? Oh. There we go. There it is. That's some smart mechanics there. I know you're coming now. You're not going to scare me anymore. There you go. 3 out of 9. Look at that. Done and done. It was very, very smart. Very smart. I'll give you that game. I'll give you that game. It was very smart. Now we've got to find... I know what that is. Definitely know what that is. Stop laughing. Seems like it's meant to be that way. Oh. Maybe that way. There we go. There we go. I just gotta figure out that grandfather clock one. I have no idea what it's wanting me to... Oh, I know where this one is, because I remember from last episode, I found him in here. Oh. Oh, I just did that for me then. I didn't even need to do anything. Another one, mate. Am I getting paid for this work? Like, I'm doing a fair bit. You're just sitting there barking and panting. That's not hard work. And you say you can fly anyway, so why are you panting? Anyway, I'm just having a sook, don't worry about me. Nothing about this. No, doesn't seem like it. What could be the meaning of that? Oh, might be the lights. No, it's not going to let me click on it, so it's probably not that. M, do you have anything to say? Oh, no, I don't want to. I don't want to talk again. I don't want to talk again. I don't want to talk again. Nothing against you, M. I just don't want to talk to you again. Stop! Why don't you give me a clue? Oh, is that the tree? Ah, I found the tree. There you go. See, doing other things while I'm failing my other tasks. Why not?
Ugh. Dogs hate all fruit. I'm not going near this, Morris.
I never hurt dogs. I never intend to hurt dogs ever in my life. I think dogs don't deserve humans. But this one, Sparky, she needs a... She needs a talking to. I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna go straight to violence because that is not the way to go. But she's a bit of a pain. I need to find something that looks like that. Is that at least close? No, because it's not bobbing up and down or vibrating. So no, it's not that. I'm guessing it's one of these. It's something like that. Anything inside the drawers that I didn't pay attention to before? Anything inside the case? I found the metal. Look at this. Progression. There we go. Perfect. Have another bit of water because I'm a bit thirsty.
This is a conspicuous gallantry cross. They don't give those to just anybody.
So Pete was a bit of a special man. They're not. I'm trying to see if that matches up with anything in here. Doesn't seem like it. Seems like a wire. It seems like a wire. It might be the other side.
Okay, that's all of the mementos. Now what do we have to do?
Wow, I'm getting a really
Well, we have
strong
to
scent.
get the rest
well
of the thing.
done. I should easily be able to sniff out Peter's spirit now.
All right then. What do you need me to do?
Absolutely nothing. Just let me do my thing.
Well, let me do my thing and you take the credit for it. Yes.
What in the world?
There's many things in the world you haven't seen, Morris.
Those things,
Yep. I mean, yep. Those are all of Pete's fragments. I just need to round them up.
Go get him, girl.
I didn't get time to finish the rest of the Is that Pete as well? Oh, I have to keep barking at him. Keep barking at him. Sorry, I keep checking my camera. There's some more over here. Here you go. Is that Pete? Pete's spirit. Pete!
Pete? Oh, well, it's really you. Well, it's me, Morris. Morris Lupton.
Of course I remember you, Morris. It's lovely to see you. How's death treating you?
Oh, well, you know, it's a bit jarring.
Casual conversation
But
every
I'm
day.
having a nice enough time. But listen, Pete, we've come to ask you something. Do you know about
No.
the custodian?
The Muffin Man?
Custodian?
I think I'm funny.
The person who communes with the island, yes? I've noticed the volcano looks like it's waking up.
Yes, well, that's the thing. We need a new one.
Oh, me? To be the custodian? Oh, Morris, I'm flattered, but I don't think I'm the one for this job. I spent
Why
my
not?
whole life and my whole afterlife trying to find peace. And lately, I think I found it. I'm satisfied with how things turned out. I'm finally ready to go into the West. I don't want to stay around any longer.
Ah, well,
That's unfortunate.
fair enough.
Would you want
All
to
that
come with
work.
me? I would be grateful for the company.
Well, that's kind of you, but
Oh, good bloke.
I do really need to help find a new custodian. Maybe afterwards.
Unfortunately.
I understand. Well, best of luck with the search then. I'm sure you'll find someone perfect for it.
All that work. I'm not gonna get mad. I won't get mad. Pete seems like a nice guy, so I'm not gonna get mad. Sparky, on the other hand, oof.
Oh, that didn't go well.
Oh, no worries, Morris. Plenty of other prospects.
Just turned orange.
Full.
Hey, Pete mentioned going into the West. What is that?
Oh, well, that's a very complicated question, Morris. Just think of it as leaving all this behind, which is not something we can do now. We need to go find Val. They're opening the sculpture park today.
Oh, is that opening already? Time
Damn.
certainly does move a bit quicker once you're not in the world. talking to people. It all feels so distant. Though, if I'm being honest, I suppose I was a little buried in the museum those last few years after... Well...
You're passionate, man. Take your time.
You know, you might say I started living like a ghost well before I became one.
Oh, you weren't a
That's
ghost,
deep.
Morris. That museum is full of life, and ghosts can't give belly rubs anywhere near as well as you did, trust me. Now let's get going. We're gonna find Val.
Ah, yes, Val. I do feel a bit sorry for her, having her home invaded by all these silly artists.
Maybe. But at least we have a laird who's interested in doing nice things for Shelmerston.
I suppose so. I was never sure about letting all those artists stay on Shelmerston, but I must admit that his heart's in the right place. Well, let's find Val then.
Let's find Val.
After you,
Let's do it.
Sparky.
Go on, Sparky. Lead us the way. Oh, the volcano doesn't sound too happy. Doesn't sound happy at all. Sculpture garden.
My,
Damn,
how
she
the
thick.
park has changed. I barely recognize it anymore with all these artists buzzing about.
Oh, they're not so bad. So many different and exciting smells.
Yes, well, you and I have always valued different things in smells.
And now we need
Yes.
to sniff out Val. Just like before, let's find some people with memories of her and track down those mementos.
Let's do that. Let us do that. Valerie was the daughter of Henry Outram. Outram, the Laird of Shelmerston. Her mother died when Valerie was little, and she was always independent, roaming the grounds of Shelmerston Hall and exploring the island. In the early 90s, her father converted Shelmerston Hall to an artist commune and recently opened the grounds as a sculpture park. It's a good idea. It's a very good idea. We're talking to thick lady over here. What's your name? Apple. Your name is... won't tell me until I click onto you. Well, we're going to leave this episode here, just to sort of leave you on a cliffhanger, just to maybe get a date. I don't know, I could ask her out, you never know. No, I'm too scared. But anyway, guys, I think that is going to be it for this second episode of I Am Dead. It's definitely getting interesting when I actually progress through the game and listen to what I'm meant to do. So, yeah, I've grown to hate Sparky even more. I love Morris, I love Pete, I love everyone in this story except for Sparky. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. If it's red, click on it, please, because it just annoys me when it's red and people watching the subscribe button's red. Just don't make it red, basically. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Latest.